We would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging.
We must always remember that this land is always will be traditional Aboriginal land.
Please stand for the national anthem.
Australians, so let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth, our land is God I see. Our land abounds in nature's of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every state of us Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing our hearts Australia fair. Beneath our radiant sun and cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make His law and works of us renowned on all the lands. For those who come across the seas, with boundless plains to share, with courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Welcome to our staff and students here, and welcome to parents and families watching at home to the Breadalbane Public School 2020 Presentation Day. I would like to call on Mr. Brothers to address the assembly.
Thank you, Ida. Good morning, staff and students.
Good morning.
And it is a very good afternoon to parents and families watching from home. This year has been an unusual and busy one for our staff, students and their families, to say the least. The students of Breadalbane Public School are in a unique situation compared to almost all New South Wales public school students. Being in a fairly remote location, away from the major population centres, means that life at school is a little different. But first, I'd like to look at 2020 and the year that was. Early in term 1, we had our Trek Swimming Carnival. Little did we know at the time that it would be the only major sporting event we would have all year. In week 6, Collector Public School visited our school for the Life Education van, and it poured with rain that day. I was really impressed that day with how welcoming our students were to our neighbours from down the road and the pride they showed in their school. In week 7, Tuesday the 10th of March, it was a very special day. It was Tyrone's first day at Breadalbane Public School, and you'll hear more about that when Tyrone speaks later. In week 8, we had grand plans to go on 3 different excursions for 3 days in a row, from Monday to Wednesday. It was a truly unusual situation. On the Monday, we were going to travel to Collector to do our second athletic skills session. The next day, it was off to Bungendore with Trek for a writing workshop. Then on Wednesday we were going to be visiting Dalton Public School for the first of our shared learning days with Dalton and Rye Park. But, alas, that was not to be. Amid the worsening COVID situation, all off-site excursions were put on hold. By week 10, the Australian Government and the Department of Education urged parents to keep their children at home, and on Tuesday the 31st of March, Breadalbane students commenced at-home learning. Term 2 began after the Easter break, but Breadalbane Public School site had no children, just lonely teachers and staff. At-home learning continued, and I'm so thankful to have a great staff such as Mrs Staples, Mrs Hannon, Mrs Apps, Mrs Taylor and Mrs Prevadello, who all worked so hard with me to design and put together learning packs for our students so that their learning was interrupted as little as possible. I'm very thankful to our parents for guiding the students through their learning and perhaps getting a taste of what it is like to teach themselves. On week 3, Friday the 15th of March, our students came back for their very first day. It was supposed to be the first of at least 3 weeks where students would come back to school for 1 day per week for their well-being and to check in with their schools and teachers. The government was worried though about too many people not working and families having money problems. So by the next Thursday, the 21st of May, our students came back for good. Term 2 ended with a special day of play, bonfires, sparklers, marshmallows and new iPads. It was the students' reward for showing our school values of respect, initiative and responsibility and earning the total of 1,000 dojo points as a class. In Term 3 we welcomed Donna from the Conservatorium, who has taught the students music concepts and how to play different instruments such as ukulele. We finally had our first visit to Dalton, which our students really enjoyed. Until 2 weeks later, we were unable to continue because of COVID again. Charlie B's mum came to visit, albeit socially distanced from the other side of the front gate. She has been teaching our students to French knit and all about the qualities of wool and how knitting can spark the imagination and soothe the soul. Term 3 ended with a movie, popcorn, face painting by Mrs Apps with her famous canteen day. All too soon, Term 4 came along. And on our first day back, we saw our veggie garden bursting with life from the best spring rain we've had in a long time. Fast forward to yesterday, when we got back on the road again, this time to visit Rye Park Public School, and a great fun day. So, that is our year. It flew by all too quickly. Now, about this school. There is so much space here on the Breadalbane site for students to learn, play and experiment in a way not afforded to urban students. They are at a level of freedom, trust, well-being and comfort here that I have not seen elsewhere in my career. The interactions our students have among each other sometimes seems more like those of siblings rather than of classmates. They know each other well, and whilst there might be the odd disagreement, I know that they ultimately have each other's best interests at heart. Our school is well staffed and fantastically equipped with resources for its size. The size of our class means that our students benefit from lots of individualised attention and a high level of understanding. The smallness of our school allows us to be mobile, and as COVID restrictions are predicted to continue to ease in the coming time, we'll be looking forward to joining more often with our Trek and Dalton Rye Park school partners. I'm keen to be able to take our students on other excursions and to provide unique experiences for them to learn about the world around them. I would like to thank you, my students, you have been fantastic this year, guys. You have tackled the educational challenges that have been placed before you with enthusiasm and resilience. And I'm not just talking about the COVID period. I would like to thank my staff here. Mrs. Staples, you and Mrs. Hannon have helped other staff, the students and myself, in a way that can't really be measured. You know everything that I don't and keep me on track. Thank you so much. Mrs. Apps, you bring the family atmosphere into this school. Your care and attention to our students is amazing. Thank you. Mrs. Prevedello, your knowledge of learning support and assessment of younger students has given me new ideas and brought back things I'd forgotten from my early career when I taught more younger students. You help me to feel confident in what I do, and I value our discussions. Thank you also to Mrs. Taylor and Mrs. Cupid, who have played a significant part in the learning and enjoyment of our students this year. Although not part of my staff, I'd like to thank our cleaner Erica, who does an amazing job cleaning here each day. Also thank you to Hayley, who did our midday cleans during COVID and was someone who the students missed when she left. Thank you to our P&C, who continue to support what we do here. We may not have had much going on in a formal sense, but I value your input and indeed that of all parents. Our home and school partnership is so important to the students and to what I am striving for in the interests of your children. This was a year like no other. I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you.
All students at Breadalbane Public School have put in an amazing amount of effort into their personal achievements. This year and should be extremely proud of their efforts. Today is a celebration of a wonderful year of learning. I would now like to call on Mrs. Staples to present the book report.
Thank you, Charlie. I'm not going to all stay there. I'll just take this one first. Okay, the first book award goes to Ida Cashmere for excellent effort and achievement in literacy. Congratulations, Ida.
Thank you.
Okay, you stand just in front of the lectern there and hold your book up, and Mrs. Apps will take a photo. Okay, the next award is for Charlie Bell for great dedication to developing literacy skills at school and home.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Thank you so much.
There we go. Hang on,
Hang on,
hold your book
photo.
up and get a photo. And our next award is Elijah Fisher for improved focus and independence in all areas. Handshake. Congratulations, Elijah. Next one is Tyrone Hardman. Focus and diligence in all areas and a strong improvement in mathematics. Congratulations. There we go. To Charlie Cashmere for being inclusive of others and displaying understanding and leadership. Well done, Charlie.
Thank you.
Mrs. Apps?
Look at Mrs. Apps for your photo.
Brilliant.
Each year we present a range of awards to celebrate excellence and achievements in certain areas. Our school sporting excellence award recognises the achievements by a student in the area of school sport. It is awarded to someone who is not only a talented sports person but someone who, when participating in our school's weekly program, is developing their sportsmanship and teamwork. I would like to now call on Mrs. Apps to present us School Sporting Excellence Award.
Thank you, Tyrone. And our Sporting Excellence Award is awarded to Charlie Bell.
Thank you so much.
What is it?
Oh, wow.
We have 2 Shield Awards each year. These awards are for outstanding students in the areas of academic achievement and leadership. Our school's results this year in academic tasks. It is awarded to a student who has completed school assessments tasks in literacy, numeracy, and the other key
Learning areas
to
to proficient.
a proficient standard. I would like to ask Mr. Brothers to present our academic award.
Right, and our academic award, I'll just get into shot here, includes an inscription into the, what do we call that, shield, and a trophy, as well as a certificate. And I would like to congratulate Tyrone Hardman, who is receiving our Achievement Award this year. Congratulations, Tyrone.
Thank
you. Maybe you hold the shield, and I'll hold your other 2 things. Take a photo like that. Congratulations.
A very important part of school life at Breadalbane Public School is practicing being a kind and considerate person. The School Citizenship Award at Breadalbane Public School is presented to a student who displays compassion and integrity, and who is all around a young, pleasant person. I would like to ask Mrs. Staples to present our School Citizenship Award.
Thank you, Charlie. The Citizenship Award person gets their name engraved on the shield, gets a certificate and a small trophy, and the Citizenship Award goes to Ida Cashmere. Congratulations, Ida. There we go, there's the shield. You hold that in front of you and we'll look at Mrs. Apps for a photo, and I'll hold these for you. Now we've got to put all those together. Can you balance all that?
Yes. Our reading award goes to a student who is an active
Participant? Good.
In library sessions and borrowing, who is dedicated to improving their reading skills in classroom lessons. Home reading is another important area that this student participates regularly in. I would like to ask Mrs. X to present our annual award.
Thank you, Tyrone. And our reading award goes to none other than Elijah Fisher. Congratulations, well done. Hold that up.
Mrs. Staples, yeah. Well done.
Good job.
Our reading graders Arts Award goes to a student who has an interest in and displays talent in visual and performing arts. This person participates with
Enthusiasm.
and shows rapidly developing skills in performance and visual art. I would like to ask Mrs. Staples to present our Creative Arts Award.
Thank you, Tyrone. The Creative Arts Award goes to Charlie Cashmere.
Very creative.
Well done,
It is
Charlie.
a musical.
There's your trophy and your certificate.
Look at
Over to
me,
Mrs.
not
Els.
the camera. Beautiful, thank you.
We are the students of Breadalbane Public School have had a rich and exciting 2020 years full of twists and turns. We would like
Now,
to reflect
upon the year that was.
on the years that was.
The year that was. Thank you. Charlie Bell.
My year at school by Charlie Bell. This year we planted a vegetable garden. We planted carrots, cauliflower and snow peas. We got new laptops with a mouse that I like. We did knitting with my mum and it was so much fun. She taught everyone. Back in March, we had to do homeschooling. But because of COVID, I did not have to do lots of work.
You did plenty of work. You did a good job with your homeschooling.
But I didn't do 6 hours.
Not lots and lots. Okay. We had
a bonfire
at school.
at school in winter and it was so fantastic. We also had the Golden Fleece and New Woods system. I have won it 4 times. Earlier in the year, we had our swimming carnival, and it was so good, great fun. On Fridays, we have Mrs. Ash's lovely canteen. My favourite is the yummy sausage hot dog for lunch. We also went to Dalton Public School. Kids from Dalton and Breadalbane played in the dirt for an hour. It was good fun. My year at school
by Elijah. During COVID, my mum helped me with homework. Mum and I did spelling tests together. We made a flower poppy using my hands and a W brush. My mum painted my hand and put it on a piece of paper. I washed my hands. When I was finished, I had to wait for it to dry. It felt a bit of fun. Earlier in the year, we had swimming carnival, and we had lots of fun. Bonfire night. It was so much fun. We cooked marshmallows on a stick. They were so delicious, and we had sparklers. We also had Jeffrey Howard come visit with collector at school, and the big van was parked outside of the fence. He was so funny. It was a funny day. We also planted a healthy vegetable garden, and now we have lots of yummy vegetables to eat. Last week I played maths in our school play. I enjoyed it so much.
My Year at School by Ada. Healthy Harold. A big van was parked at the gate. It had a TV inside. Healthy Harold made a garden for his grandma. Healthy Harold felt funny and happy. I felt happy. I learned to be healthy. I went to the classroom and had lunch with the collector public school students. Mrs. Apple's canteen. On Friday we have canteen. Wow, it is good. Mrs. Apps makes the best chocolate cupcakes in the world. I love Mrs. App's lasagna too. Swimming carnival. Every year we have a swimming carnival in Goulburn. I like the swimming carnival because we get to throw sponges at people and get wet. Mum took us home and I went to the veggie garden. I put the seeds in the hole in the ground. I kept waiting a whole month to be able to eat the snow peas. All of the snow peas are in my tummy. All schools should have a veggie garden. My Year at School by Tyrone. My first day at Breadalbane, I drove to school with Dad. When I got to school, I played with Fido inside the classroom and made new friends. Their names are Charlie C, Charlie B, Ida, and Elijah. Every day, Charlie asked me if I knew his name for 2 weeks. I had a nice first day at school. When I got home, I played with my iPad. I played Minecraft and listened to YouTube. I had dinner and took the greyhounds to the toilet and went to bed. On 2 Wednesdays this year, we went to Dalton Public School with Mrs. Hannah and Baby Shannon. We played in the school playground and we dug a deep hole and found clay and was surprised. We played with the clay and then we dug a hole for water. We found some rocks that looked weird. We had too many rocks, so we got a bucket and put the rocks in the bucket. We had a fun day. On the last one of term 2, we had a bonfire dojo. We played all day. We played hide and seek, cars, and iPads. I had the biggest flame and all the other flames helped my flame get bigger. I was very surprised.
My Year at School by Charlie C. It was Remembrance Day on the 11th of the 11th, 2020. Tyrone, Charlie B, Ida, Elijah, Miss Wall, and myself claimed the memorial plaques. I had the honour of lowering the flag to half-mast. Everybody went outside, then we all had a minute's silence at 11 a.m. facing the flag. Dalton Public School. When I was at Dalton, I made some new friends. We dug a hole in the same pit. We found some rather odd-looking rocks. Then we played tips. Afterwards, we went inside and made volcanoes out of little jars and Play-Doh and a few other things. I look forward to visiting my new friends again next year.
This concludes our presentation for ceremony for 2020. Please click on the other video for a special performance by the students of Breadalbane Public School entitled Where the Wild Things Are.